Hi guys, welcome to Digitalks with Tracy. I am your host, Tracy Joy Hamplik. Today's topic is about cookies. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you noticed I put up a fun quiz and I asked you guys to try and guess what cookies I'll be talking about. The first option was chocolate chip cookie. The second option was web-based cookie, and the third option was Lucius Lyon's cookie. If you watch Empire, I'm sure you chuckled when you saw the third option. I am happy to announce you all got the correct answer. I will be talking about web-based cookies and not chocolate chip cookies. Sad for the foodies, huh? Anyway, so what is a cookie? Have you ever heard of the terminology before? I'm sure some of you, actually most of you who follow me, know about cookies, but you probably would like to learn more about it. So that's why we're filming today's episode. So I have my cards with me, as always, to make sure that I am defining the term correctly and my explanations match what I found during the research stage. So yeah, let's get right into it. What is a cookie? So I got this definition and it says a cookie is a small piece of text, or rather a text file, that is stored on your device's browser when you visit a website. So yeah, I'm going to repeat that. A cookie is a small piece of text or text file that is stored on your device's browser when you visit a website. Now, we are in 2021, so I'm gonna just tell you guys every single website you've probably visited to date has cookies enabled. Now, one website could have multiple cookies, so it's not just one cookie per website. Now, what are cookies for? Because I'm sure most of you are wondering why cookies exist in the first place. Now, before I get into it, I thought it was cool to sort of figure out the history before cookies were invented, like what prompted someone to sit down and come up with cookies. So again, according to my research, it actually started in 1994. An employee at Netscape Communications, a company, was tasked to design an e-commerce application. Now, what this guy was trying to figure out was how could he develop this e-commerce application and make sure that their servers are not overwhelmed, because you know when the e-commerce app goes live, they will be collecting a lot of information about their users. So his task was to find out how to collect this information but not overwhelm their servers. So he brainstormed, he did his calculations, and he invented cookies. So basically, he found a way to collect this information about users and get this, instead of storing it on the company server, he found a way to have this information stored in the user's device, or rather the browser that the user is using. So I found that very interesting, because if I was given that task, I'm not sure I'd have gone that route. Anyway, who knows? Maybe. So yeah, that's the history of cookies. And now let's talk about why cookies exist in the first place, or rather what cookies are for. The first one is based on the story I just told you guys. Cookies help reduce the burden on servers, the servers that are actually hosting a particular website. So because they're not saving all the information on their server, they're actually saving it on our browsers. It helps them relieve the server. The second reason is to collect insights. You see, when you visit a website and you're browsing through the different pages, everyone has a unique way of interacting with websites. The way I do it is not the same as you guys would do it, right? So what these cookies do is they track what I'm doing on that website from start to finish. And this information is stored as a text file on my browser on that particular device. Now, when I log out or I close that browser, these cookies will remain valid for as long as they've been set up to stay, because some of them have expiry dates and some of them actually get deleted when I close the browser. So yeah, that's the second reason. The third reason is what they do with these insights. They create a personalized experience in your next login session. So it's not just to figure out what you do when you're browsing through the website, it's also to give them insights on how to customize the experience the next time you visit that same exact website. Now, this is very popular, especially when it comes to e-commerce websites like Jumia. You've shopped, maybe you went through the pages, you bought a dress, shoes, jewelry, and then you stored them on your cart, but maybe you didn't actually go all the way to checkout and you closed that browser. But then when you log in the next time, you find that the details you had saved, or rather the items you had added to your cart, are still there. Or they probably will show you suggestions at the bottom or the side, depending on how the website has been designed. The reason they're able to do that is because of the history of what you did the last time you were there, and they pull this information from the cookies. And the fourth thing, or rather the fourth reason, is to simplify the user's sign up process. There are some websites that require you to create an account and then you're given login access, or a page where you can log in using your username and a password. Now, cookies can also help save that information. So the next time you log into that website, you don't have to go through that whole process of entering your username, your password. Some of us forget passwords, maybe you're in a hurry. So cookies are also there to help simplify your sign up or login process. So at this point, you know what cookies are. You have a short story about how they came about, or rather the history of cookies, and you know the 4 uses of cookies on websites. In the next video, I will talk about the different types of web-based cookies. Yes, guys, there's not just one type. There's actually 6 types of cookies. I will list them quickly here, but then look out for part 2, because that's when I really go into the details. The first type of cookies is called session cookies. The second type is called persistent cookies. The third is secure cookies. And then we have HTTP only cookies. We have third-party cookies, and we have zombie cookies. Guys, you don't want to miss part 2, because these cookies are wild. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I want to enjoy my chocolate chip cookie and some milk, and I'll get right back. So stay with me now.